Hey guys and girls, Fox Green back here again with my second part from my Copehill Milsim in the UK. In my last video I took out enemy in this building from this location. Now I'm going to move into the farmyard to continue my sniping. Before I get into the farmyard however, we're taking some fire across the way from the barn, so I go in there to help my teammates. I radio in where some enemy positions are.
Guys, 5-story building on both the south and west corners. We've got guys firing from the 3rd floor and 4th floors.
So as you can see here, I'm entering the barn with the farmyard right here behind me.
Where's it coming from, guys? He's down. Reverse backwards, yeah? I'm gonna follow back with you.
As there wasn't that many enemies in that building, we decided to pull out, but we're still taking a little bit of fire from snipers, so I decided to use the jeep as cover. Now it's time to make a break for the farmhouse.
Yeah, we know.
Having regrouped with the main body of our team, I'm the first to make entry into the farmhouse and take up a position upstairs. It doesn't take long before I spot some enemies. The majority of the enemies seem to be amassing behind this building, which is the building I fired into from the barn earlier. I start to go to work on them, picking them off, and as I know I'm in such a good position I get quite excited.
Watch it, you're exposed there, those windows. You're actually getting, you can get hit for the windows. Look, there's a guy about to peek. Watch. He saw me. Take it off.
Oh, hey!
It looks like we've got a sniper out there.
So you're exposed, remember? Get down. Can you get a medic there, Keith? Will you call one up to us?
As you can see, this next guy gets quite lucky. I just about hit him in the goggle.
Got him. Headshot.
I move around checking all the windows around this building, making sure that all angles are covered, and I spot some enemies moving up behind.
Guys, you're all dead down there, yeah? Oh, that's fair enough. We want you. Okay, guys, we're not touching you.
These guys asked us not to engage them. We had our sights clearly set on him, so I decided to leave him alone, but Dane and Keith keep their eyes on him. I move back to the same position where I know there's multiple enemies to take out. However, it's not long before the enemies surround our position and are on the stairwell. Luckily for us, they decide to make a truce with us, leaving us come out unharmed, claiming that task force were their real enemies.
Alright, those task force guys are shooting up now as well.
I'll tell you now. Hello mate, there you are. No worries.
So as you can see, they gave us a packet of sweets. We're pretty delighted with this, so we went on our merry way, happy out.
And that's how you do that, guys.
We make our way back to this next location, and sure enough comes over the radio that we're working with AQ. American Task Force are attacking this building, so we want to defend it from them together as a team.
See them? Yeah.
I decided to move upstairs with some of the AQ players, and we're taking quite a lot of incoming fire from that building across the way. Task Force are firmly fixed in that position.
What? Throw it in here, please.
There's one enemy behind the wall in the building in front of me. I can't get a shot at him, so Keith gives me a grenade. This should sort him out.
He's dead.
Sure enough, the pyro does the trick nicely.
Now we're talking, boys.
Moving carefully to the adjacent room, I find some enemies beside a broken down tank, unaware that they're in my crosshairs. This guy looks like he takes the hit, but he then kneels down and starts aiming at me and firing again. Trying to hit him, I actually hit his friend behind him, so I reload again and line up for another shot. I successfully managed to take him out, and he waves at me to stop firing. I think at this point I might have broken his scope protector, as it looks like he's looking at it quite strangely. He probably should have taken the first hit, and then this wouldn't have happened. After a quick reload, I get back to the shooting. I'm taking quite a lot of incoming fire, so I decide to get out of this room.
Watch that.
Now I've got a second angle on that broken down tank, and another enemy is in this position.
He's down.
Our section commander soon calls us away to another part of the map, where they're taking a lot of incoming fire by snipers. So from the building we were just in, we moved to this position, where there's a sniper located in this building across the way.
A sniper straight ahead. Right up there.
Up where?
I have no safe shot line from here, so I move up to the next building, where I meet up with a lot of my teammates.
I see him. He's down.
Yeah.
One down, but there's more guys, okay?
Yeah, I know, but he's been
While that's one sniper down, it's not the main sniper that was causing the problem in the first place. He's still located in that building. I'm now in this location where the arrow is. And as you can see, he's a very effective sniper. And it's none other than Bodjobs, one of the UK's biggest airsoft channel snipers. I get in a bit of a sniper duel here with him, but we keep dodging each other's bullets. Eventually, I decide to move across to another building to get a different angle on him when he ducks in.
Sniper!
That's Bodjobs, sniper.
No window, one over here.
Is there any windows upstairs on that side? Let's do it. He's big. I know him.
With my heart racing at the prospect of shooting Bodjobs, I make my way upstairs looking for the perfect angle. However, this building isn't a great building. I could just only find one location in this very small window where I can possibly get a shot on his position here. See movement through that building, in that exact room where he was firing from, and I shoot. I take out the player, but I don't know if it was him or not. We slowly advance through these buildings and push the enemy players back to their HQ in these two buildings. I start a long drawn out sniper spree that lasts from the daylight hours into the night time. Here we can see the AQ players in their FOB, unaware I'm watching. What ensues now is a compilation of the kills I get over the next course of a few hours from this position against the AQ players. I hope you enjoy this. This guy seems to have spotted me, however I sort him out pretty quick.
I think they're all dead, man. Oh shit, these are. He's down.
I don't know why, but enemies seem unaware of my position and don't really challenge me at all. I just take out enemy after enemy. In this next shot, I get my longest ever in-game kill at 100 meters. And what's more interesting about it is I am on the first floor shooting up at a guy on the fourth floor, which is even harder to hit. I missed my first shot, but on my second shot I hit true. I just cannot believe I pulled off that shot. Shooting upwards at a 10-degree angle, working against the gravity, and shooting over 100 meters in distance is an incredible shot to pull off. But once I pull it off once, I start to do it pretty much over and over again. This is shooting through a building at a guy on that same building.
Oh my god, that's two.
I again focus my attention on the AQ fob, where I start taking out more players. At this point, they're not really stepping foot outside their FOB. Here I line up a shot on a task force player on top of that same building.
I got him.
This is about a 90-meter shot, and I take him out in one.
He's there.
So now I'm in this building, firing again into their FOB, where the enemies are in these two buildings. As you can see, the evening is now closing in. Here I take out an AQ player who's escorting the task force HVT into their FOB for interrogation. However, they still manage to get him in the building. The time between my shots is quite spread out. I only take out players that I think have a higher commanding role. The next morning, after we fight our way out of FOB, I move into this position under a bush and fire on enemy players in these locations in the petrol station and at these containers. This is the position I'm firing from, as it happened.
He's down.
Right behind that van, he's just about to stick.
He's down.
As you can see from this position, I take out a lot of enemies. I'm also able to keep an eye on my team, in this case my commander Ross. I'm relaying some information back to the team, and these guys over here are trying to shoot at him. I take this guy out a clean headshot to these goggles, as I had nothing else to hit. Let's see that again. I then spot an enemy sniper with an SRS. I keep an eye on this player as I know he poses a threat, and I see players trying to medic him in. I take some of them out, but eventually gets medic back in. However, I manage to get him. It becomes obvious that they have a medic here because he keeps getting revived, and I just have an on and on sniper duel with him. It looks like in this case, however, the SSG wins out though. The enemy are really struggling to find out where I am. However, when I hit this guy, I see him talking even though he's dead, trying to point out my position to some of his teammates. I was very tempted to shoot here, but I didn't. Enemy players are becoming increasingly confused. They just simply don't know where I'm shooting from at all. I eventually move up to the cars in front of me and take out more players further back.
She's down.
With this guy clearly hit, I pay no heed to him. Now I know there's no one else behind this tank such as a medic. However, when I look back, he has the cheek to come out with a sniper rifle. However, it doesn't work out too well for him. Probably should have taken the first one. As you can see, it was an action-packed morning for me. I hope you liked this gameplay footage, guys. Sorry about losing the headcam footage. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications button so you see my videos when they come out. Thanks, I'm Fox Green.